This is an updated guide on how to get to Inazuma without doing any Archon quest. You can do it as soon as you have unlocked the rest of the map and you have a Kaya. I will leave important timestamps in the description. These important timestamps, if you do not look at them and you comment something about them because you missed them, that is your own fault. I will not respond to comments. This is just to help me because the previous guide I made had a whole bunch of questions that I had to go and respond to, because also sometimes people just weren't reading the stuff. And if you cannot do it, it is due to your error. If you're doing it according to the instructions that I've given, it is due to you messing it up somehow or the game somehow breaking. There's nothing that I can tell you besides what will be included here that you can do differently. Okay. Now, the reason I also want to update this is because I didn't explain properly. To get under here to start off, you kind of want to slowly inch towards the side and then realign it straight. And then it'll do that. So you want to slowly just adjust it. And then as soon as you think you're close, just realign it so that the stairway is straight and then just drop. No plunge this time. Okay. So now we're just going to follow this route that I have pre-marked. So we're just going to go along. We're not going to climb that pillar. Do not do that. Sorry. We're just going to run along here directly to this marker. As you can see, it's kind of in line. It's in the middle of this darker water section, kind of, almost. And then we're going to track the next one, which is basically just below, sorry, this one, which is basically just below this island and in line with the other one, the previous one you placed. Just going to go through here. Okay. You can maybe move over a little bit this way, but yeah, basically in line. And then the next one, you just kind of turn towards the ship and then you try to pass on the left side of the ship. Just try to stay low. Do not go too high. Okay, I am going to now track this marker and you can just follow any general line until you get to about below here. And okay, so the drop off is here. Sorry, my bad. To about here and there on the map. Then you will be very close to the edge where you can drop down. I'm going to mark this one because I know it's off the edge. Once you get to the edge, you can just plunge down. I personally recommend having a second character just in case you mess up your plunge. You can obviously plunge from all the way at the top, but you will lose health. So trying to time it right is a bit better because you will need some health once you get into the storm, because you can get hit by the lightning and it will trigger electrocharged, which will zap you, which is why my Kaya currently has one little artifact that I've been able to give him. I'm not going to raise anything because it's a Claymore account. But yes, you do need to have just a little bit of health to take the electrocharge damage. Okay, so then this is my marker. Ignore this and ignore that. So very important. We cannot go anywhere between this marker and this marker. There's a big hole in the map. If you fall into this hole, you can go into the trial, but upon leaving the trial, you will be immediately teleported back to Liyue. So do not go between these. I recommend you track this Statue of the Seven and go to it. This was kind of the route I followed, so I'm going to go to this, but you can literally just beeline it straight to this Statue of the Seven. In case you need the name, it's Higi Village, Inazuma. You can kind of see it there. There's the big hole. That's just an estimation, the 2 markers that I had of it. But yeah, as you can see, it's right there. If you fall into that, you lose. So don't go there. If you want to, you can also use the food for just the running, but it's not necessary because your stamina is regened upon exiting the domain anyways. It's just for the long run. You can just use the stamina food if you have. Okay, so this marker is now basically for my sake, just to show kind of where the storm starts for me. Almost in line with Rito's Statue of the Seven and this little bubble here. If you're going directly to this over here, I'm going to switch over to tracking this. Okay, important. The storm will start here soon. It will start raining. Now, it won't happen immediately, but it will start, there'll be lightning soon after it starts raining. Okay, so once you're in the storm, if you open any menu besides the trial menu, F5 on keyboard, okay, it is the compass icon on mobile, this one over here, you just tap that. And on console, it is, at least at my default settings, L1, plus you take the right stick and you take it directly left, it will open this menu and you'll see it just like that. Okay, so L1, right stick, straight to the left. That is default settings. If you change your settings, you need to look at your settings beforehand. Okay, if you get struck by lightning, immediately open the trial menu, do not dash, wait 30 seconds when you're in the trial, and then go out again. Sometimes when you're struck, it will turn you around. Use that time to, if you come out and you are turned around, then turn in the direction you need to go and press W. Only do this once. If you mess up your turn, just open the trial menu, try again the next time. Okay? You need to be quick with this. If you're on mobile, you can make slow adjustments. If the turning radius is difficult, same with console. Just make slow adjustments. Turn a little bit, open the trial, wait the 30 seconds. This is a tedious process, almost more tedious than doing the Archon quest. But yeah, well, if you want to get into Rita or into Inazuma early, it is unfortunately a necessary evil. Okay. So once we're in the trial, I will explain further. But first, we're going to get into the storm here. I'm now tracking directly the Statue of the Seven. As you can see, it is now raining. There's not thundering yet. So you do not need to go to the trial. Remember, F5 keyboard, compass icon on mobile, and the L1 plus right stick to the left. Okay, immediately go to the test run. Since I don't know if it works yet, just do a normal character trial, not a Natlan character trial, because Natlan character trials are a little bit different because they actually load different places in the world, but as a separate level, so I'm not sure it will work the same. Okay, once you're in here, you have to, that description that was up there, sorry, I meant to explain this while it was up. The character description, I will point out more thoroughly, you do have to click that away, otherwise it doesn't resume. Okay, it doesn't actually load this area. And if you just click and leave, you will be instantly teleported back to Liyue. You need to get rid of the character description. This is extremely important. Otherwise, it won't work. Wait the 30 seconds. Just around 30 seconds is fine. I'd rather go more than less. Okay. Do dash, dash, open the trial. Do a normal character trial. Okay. This character description. As you can see, you have to click it away. Otherwise, you will get teleported the moment you go out. So only count after that description is gone. 27, 28, 29, 30. Leave domain, hold W, have your keys ready to press the F5 or your advance button, and just do that. Now I am trying to get it to a point where it lingers a little bit so as you can see. There, you see the purple border? It's kind of like purple. That is it trying to teleport you. That doesn't disappear if you do not get rid of the character description. I am saying this very clearly because I never knew this in the past, and I think it's what might have been messing a lot of people up, is they just didn't click away that character description. So I'm making it very clear. You need to click away the character description. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this. I will count the amount of attempts it takes and how many times I get struck by lightning, because when you get struck by lightning, obviously, it counts as more attempts, just so you can get a general idea of how many it does take. But yeah, I will be back when we get to the Inazuma loading screen. Okay, so as you can see, upon exiting, I have now the Inazuma loading screen. So you can just dash forward a couple of times if you want to. I will put a good comparison of each loading screen just to make it very clear, but it will change from the 7 elements to the Inazuma loading screen that you are currently seeing right here. Yeah, there you go. You're now in Rito. Now, there's going to be a bit of an afterword. This is important, so don't skip this. Okay, so you can do it with almost any tool characters. The exclusion is Alhaitham, Kaya with his skin on, and it is more difficult to do it with Diluc and Zhongli. The shorter the tall male character, the better. So the easiest ones are Toma and Kaya, Kave, and Kaya is kind of like the middle ground, but you can do it quite easily with Kaya. Okay. Another important thing I wanted to mention is, and I will put the amount of attempts I did on screen. Note that if you get hit by lightning, it counts as an extra attempt. So I will put the amount of flawless attempts and the amount of times I got hit by lightning. And you can basically take whenever I get hit by lightning as an extra attempt, you know? Okay. I also just wanted to mention, if you are more comfortable with doing 1 dash, then go ahead, do 1 dash rather than 2, because it's just safer and whatnot. If you want to, if you feel like you're not quick enough. When it comes to turning around, I think mobile will definitely be a multiple. Mobile and console will definitely be a multiple turn. PC, you can kind of just swing your mouse around, especially if you have high enough sensitivity, and just press W in that direction. For console and mobile, it is a bit different. So rather do mini adjustments and try to reset it. But on PC, getting turned around will be 2 like dead attempts. But yeah, that is basically it. I will put, again, important notes in the description, and I will not ignore comments that are talking, like asking about these notes that I've already left, but I will direct them just straight to the description. If you have a problem that I don't know of, then I unfortunately can't help you. All I know is that if you are following exactly what I'm doing and you don't have some weird outside problems, you will get it right. And if you do have some weird outside problems, I can't help you, unfortunately. I don't mean to be rude. I genuinely can't. Every single time I've tried to do it, I've done it perfectly. The only time that I've messed it up is when I try to go to Rito and there's a big hole in the map that you just can't go in because it teleports you back out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you do have an amazing rest of your day. And bye-bye.